Welcome to my new series, because I'm planning on doing a series of this. It might not be a series, though. It might actually just be one video and then I lose interest again. That's the problem, living such a fast-paced lifestyle like I do.
Your life isn't fast paced.
Shut up. Anyway, I'm your host, Zader Ashen, and with me is my friend. Introduce yourself, friend.
Hi, I'm ScarletSoul, I guess.
I,
Going by that name here?
uh,
Not using my real name?
I think that's my name.
Gotta be weird. Just call me Scarlet, okay?
I,
That's good
oh,
enough.
oh
I've
God, I
basically
have
responded to that now.
never been under this much pressure.
I'm actually not pressured right now. I am relaxed, because I'm not the one playing the game, I'm just watching.
But you're the one who's got to live with the shame. Because if anyone
I don't
actually
feel shame, though.
if anyone actually watches this, make sure they all know who you are. But that's fine, because most of them already know who I am anyway. Anyway, so this is a series I like to call Let's Question Our Life Decisions, where me and my pal Scarlet here play fucking atrocious VNs, or at least
We
interesting
think.
ones. Yeah, really, we're basing this off of we went on the VN database and just kind of looked at the description. We're like, hey, this looks like it could be utter garbage. So we grabbed it and we're playing it. Today we're going to start with a lovely little thing that I downloaded, I think, a year and a half ago, but I never actually played. And it is Love at First Sight. The name's a pun. You'll get it later. Go away, XSplit. It's already going so well. Good thing I'm an editing mastermind, though. Well, everything's set up as extras.
Oh man, it just switches to Japanese text when you scroll over stuff.
I know, that's bothersome because I set it to English, but... Let's start.
Eyes.
Catch my eyes. Oh god. All I can think of is that one character from Real Monsters. The one that holds his eyes in his hands. I've forgotten his name. It's early in the morning. This is the path I always take to get to school. I normally have to hurry, but today I'm taking it easy. Good for you. I had a little extra time to get out of the house, which is kind of unusual. No, it's not really unusual. You just woke up too early. We all do it, usually because our morning wood has been scraping against our underpants in our sleep, and it's starting to get incredibly uncomfortable.
That happens. In my case recently, it's just been insomnia. I check my clock, I'm like, I can't sleep, I'm fucking done, I'm up.
Well, you don't realize it's Scarlet, but it's really just because of your dick. As soon as you solve the problem down there, you're gonna sleep like a fucking baby. Of course, that being said, insomnia, I guess you sleep like a baby anyway. You wake up every, hour screaming. Or maybe that's just me. Anyway. I'm feeling good.
You wake up, the screaming is probably a sign that you have issues.
The screaming's probably a sign that I need to get better insulation on my basement. I'm feeling good under the warm morning sunshine and cool morning breeze as I'm heading to school. As seen here, school.
Generically in school.
I'm not in a hurry. I'm so fucking relaxed, guys. Have I gotten this point across yet? But it still doesn't take long to get to school. My house is right next to the school, but it isn't that far away either. Even when I leave as early as I did today, I never have to run to school on time. That's what I'm thinking as I change into my school slippers. Is that a thing?
I don't know, Japan.
I mean, I know in Japan it's like this. It's like rude to walk in a house with your shoes on, but I mean, school slippers? Oh, what the fuck are up with those hands?
Oh god, this art.
Oh my god.
Hand.
Disproportional. You think the stars are just to show that she's actually winking rather than just holding one of her eyes closed, but no, she's actually preparing her final attack. Oh my god, what is wrong with her neck? What is this? Eat a cheeseburger, god damn it.
Is that a star coming out of her neck?
No, that's a star coming out of her ear. She's preparing her final attack. She's pointing at something off in the distance. I don't know what the fuck she's pointing at. And I've always kind of wondered why it is anime girls usually have this, tuft. I
don't know.
They just woke up and their hair was like, I feel like being 4% curly today.
TV Tropus tells me it's supposed to be a sign of immaturity.
Whatever. Fucking TV.
I don't know, otherwise...
Don't bring TV tropes into this, dude. We're here all day. Oh, Makun, good morning. Oh, she's Australian. You're here earlier than usual. How unlike you. Her loud, ear-splitting voice shakes me out of my morning days. Oh, she is Australian. Good morning, Akemi. I see you're getting a head start on being loud and obnoxious today. Oh, burn!
Oh.
And your eye get larger. There's nothing wrong with being energetic. This overly spirited person is Tsunemi Akemi. That is the most fucking... That is an atrocious name to give any human being. And honestly, I know people like that in real life. I can't fucking stand people who make their children with fucking rhyming names. She's always like this. The kind of person who's always giving it full throttle from the moment she wakes up till the moment she falls asleep. You're not energetic, you're out of control. But I guess that's what I should be expecting by now. Morning, Tomo. You know her better than I do, right? Does she have a volume knob? Oh, fuck. It's a zombie.
Oh, here's this guy looks just dead to the world.
It's like Hiseo's evil clone. Oh yeah, you never played, Kadowa Shoujo, did you?
I never played Kadowa Shoujo, no.
Fucking play it, dude. It's required reading. Morning. I've known Akemi for a long time, and I can say for sure that no, she doesn't. This is Uchiha Tomoyori. He's a zombie. Oh, well, I guess we hit the nail on the head with that one. Lifeless all day, every day. Well, I like this guy. It's probably my favorite character so far. Yeah, I've only known her for a little while, but I'm starting to realize that. You'll get used to it. Makun, lately you started treating me as bad as Tomo-kun. Oh god! Now she's preparing her wind elemental attack. Is this really how you should be treating someone you've only known for 2 months? Considering how annoying you are, do you really expect me to treat you any differently? Wow, I hate everyone here now. Except for fucking... I'm Fukunaga Mamoru. That's actually kind of an awesome name. Fucking Fukunaga? It sounds like a goddamn demon.
I don't know, man. I don't know what anything means in Japanese, so I don't know what... Every name is symbolic in some way, probably.
Yeah, I mean... Well, mine's like fucking caretaker of horses or some bullshit like that. Yours is just 2 letters. Doesn't mean shit, dude.
It's 2 letters that are meant to sub in for the rest of my name.
Yeah, your name means your name. It's a fucking recursive... fucking bullshit. Fall's almost over. I transferred in the middle of season, and because of that, I was a bit of an oddity among the other students. I was really nervous at first, but luckily these 2 came along, and I hated both of them. That's mean. Tomo-kun, say something. Well, it seems like you 2 are getting close. Yeah, thanks to you. Hey, don't ignore me! I can say for sure that Tomo is the real reason I'm comfortable here now. He doesn't take care of his appearance. Really, he's wearing a tux. And he's not the warmest person you'll ever meet. Well, no, the undead usually aren't.
That's kind of the point. They don't have body heat.
Yeah, they don't. They're the
Yes.
But he's pretty smart and ultimately a good guy. I learned how dependable he is pretty quickly. Okay, ignoring me is now forbidden, you hear me? You might be ignoring her, but I guess I owe Akemi as well. Sorry, I'm screaming in the background. The fact that she's annoyingly loud is her only real flaw. I don't know anyone more inspiring than her. Lately, Akemi's been trying to get me to hang out with her and Tomo all the time. The 2 seem to balance each other out, though it's not a perfect balance by any means. From what I hear, they've been friends since they were kids, so Tomo once told me she's basically been following me around this whole time.
Wait. That basically means then if they balance each other out, you're the soulless protagonist in the middle that has no real personality, right?
Yeah, you can't have a personality or the balance.
Your only personality is I'm kind of smug.
He's incredibly fucking smug. This guy's an asshole.
It's the only personality these protagonists are allowed to have.
Also, he hasn't changed face the entire fucking time we've been here.
You don't have any of this bullshit.
What's first period today? Math. Our homework is due today. You did do it right. Oh hey, his eye blinked. He's halfway to being human. Yeah, yesterday I finished with time to spare for a change. I was actually able to go to bed early because of that. I said ignoring me was forbidden, hey! And we're done with him.
Just,
No.
Okay. I was waiting, like, is something supposed to be happening here?
It wasn't even making a special noise. Lunchtime, time to eat. That is indeed what lunchtime is. Good job, girl. We move from our classroom to one further down the hall. We're the only ones in here, and Akemi's thundering voice echoes in the empty classroom. The three of us become to this empty classroom for lunch since I transferred to the school. I don't even know if this is a thing that happens in, like, Japanese schools, but I know for a fact that when I was in school, we weren't allowed to leave the fucking cafeteria. Unless it was, like, an emergency, and we were about to die.
My school didn't care where you went so long as you were back before class. And you weren't smoking in the school.
Mine did. It didn't care about smoking in school, but, it cared about keeping us all in one fucking room. What are you, a kid? Come on, can you at least lower the volume during lunch? Tomo, help me out here. After
I'm trying to get the most apathetic person in the world to try and actually take your side.
Tomo, what do you think? Good thought. After a moment, Tomo replies, "What do you want me to do?" Then he sighs and snatches Akemi's chopsticks from her. Hey! And as Akemi opens her mouth to protest, Tomo stuffs a piece of Salisbury steak into her mouth. Wow.
Suddenly... stuff.
Yeah, so just suddenly Tomo's a fucking ninja. Just can sneak fucking food into her mouth and keep her quiet. And no, Tomoyori, we don't think you could hold back a freight train. I think you misunderstand the point of the metaphor. Exactly! Akemi cries, spewing food everywhere. Gross. Then, realizing what she did, she hastily closes her mouth and swallows. I cannot fucking stand people who spew out food. I'm the #1 most cheerfulest girl in town, Tsunemi Akemi-chan. And with that, she goes back to eating her lunch. I guess she can't stay quiet for long no matter what she's doing. The most cheerfulest girl in town. I don't think you have any competition for that title. Definitely not from the English department.
Ooh.
Fucking sick birds.
It
Seriously?
wasn't actually that good.
Shut up, I'm a genius. What if I told you I write for my college's paper?
It's a college paper.
I don't know. I don't write for it. Yeah, our high school has a lot of unusual students. There are a lot of rumors floating around concerning our school, it seems. Wow, what other kind of celebrities are there?
Standard VN/anime high school. Nobody is normal.
Yeah, it's either one or the other extreme. It's everyone is fucking weird, or everyone is absolutely normal and boring, except for like one person. First, there's Tomo. Takes a quick glance at Akemi, but she seems to be lost in her food-induced paradise. She's not even listening to us anymore. Well, there's a lot of them. If you really want to know, I'll tell you later. Tomo, you might not want to raise your arm above your head. With your blood pressure, it could probably fall off. You guys want to talk about this in front of Akemi? I guess it's a touchy subject, but I'll make a point to ask about it later. All done. You eat way too fast. Crap, I barely touched any of my own food while we were chatting. I should have started on my lunch while she had her mouth closed. I'm not gonna get another chance now. Her talking's not gonna stop you from eating, dude. Hey, what are you two talking about? I was recounting the epic saga of how you won your fame. He seemed to be really interested, so I wanted him to hear it from the source. Wait, what? Really? Sure thing, Ma-kun. Do you want to hear about when I saved the town for the first time with my fantastic powers? I hadn't met Tomo-kun yet, and... No, I really don't want to hear about that. Come on, Tomo. A minute ago, you told me to take care of her, and I'm telling you to do it. I haven't even touched my food
Oh.
I meant for that to be utterly lifeless, but it came out a little more malicious. Like he
Yeah, it
just
sounded more like he had a knife that just kind of sitting.
just angrily leans into your ear. Just don't you fucking do this to me right now, man. I'm fucking hungry, okay? I haven't eaten since 1943. Can't you tell by my skin? Makun, are you listening? So anyway, I'm gonna go shopping, and no, you're the one who needs to listen. Man, how did I get roped into this? And so, for the rest of lunchtime, I got stuck listening to her story while I finished my lunch and gave her the occasional nod. School ends. As it does. I'm glad it ends. Ma-kun, where's Tomo-kun? Kun. Kuka-kun. Akemi-kun calls Kun out to me as I'm packing up my stuff, Kun. She rushed out of the classroom right when class Kun ended, and it seems like she just came back as quickly. He said he has some things to take care of back at his place and left a little early. What's up? Oh, really? Well, can you take this to the third year classes for me? I promised to return this before the end of the day, but I've got a club meeting I've got to go to, so... She hands me a small paper bag. It feels like it's got a book or something inside of it. I sigh. Fine, I'll do it. Thanks a bunch. Give it a student in class 3-2 named Yei Katashi. I'm counting on you. Have I mentioned that this character is pretty much unlikable?
Yeah.
I don't like this guy at all. I hope he gets some sort of weird and unbecoming fate. Like, I don't know. Falling in love with a Cyclops. Why not? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend your people. No sooner does she say that than she disappears once again. She just can't sit still, can she? I suppose I better get going, too. No telling how long this Yay person is going to be there for. You know, my GP is actually called Dr. Yay. He offered to sell me Quaaludes under the table, so... I don't go to the doctor very much. I finished packing up and head to the classrooms on the 3rd floor. Stairs. Tracking shots.
Stairs.
I arrive at the 3rd year student's classroom with Akemi's package and look for the person I'm supposed to deliver it to. But some of the other students tell me she stepped out for a bit.
Excuse me, I'm here looking for the plot.
Yeah. Hey, is there any plot coupons here?
We're kind of like 20 minutes in and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Like 20 minutes in and all we've established is that I am an unlovable douchebag. Maybe I should warn the people here, give it to her, and just go home. School's over and most of the students have been in their club activities for a while now. While I'm waiting in the 3rd year classroom, the other students file out, and school grounds slowly become devoid of life. The noise of daytime activity has all but disappeared. I feel like I'm in detention. I want to go home already. Giving up, I leave the classroom and turn towards the stairwell. My classroom is on the 2nd floor, so I usually don't spend any time up here. The layout of the 2 floors are pretty much identical, but somehow I feel like this is some alternate dimension. Just as I'm about to descend the stairs, I start to hear what I think are sobs coming from nearby.
Excuse me, I detect plot.
Hold on. I think I hear the sound of plot on the wind. I don't know how to vocalize this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go with I figured I was alone and relaxed because of that, but the sudden sobbing catches me off guard and I freeze. I hold my breath and strain my ears. It's not my imagination. Someone nearby is crying softly.
So this is like the way high school always is.
Pretty much, there's always some girl crying in the bathroom for some reason or another. Usually next semester they end up with a quite swollen midsection. Hearing someone crying in an empty school building sounds like the beginning of a horror story. No, it doesn't. It sounds like the beginning of a romance subplot. What am I saying? This isn't a horror story. Are you sure? Have you seen the art? School might be over, but the sun hasn't even gone down yet. Finding someone else in the building isn't that strange. Well, I say that, but the situation isn't exactly normal either. The song continues. It sounds like it's coming from the next floor up. What fucking school has 4 floors? Like, maybe it's just because I'm from America, but usually our schools have like 1 floor, maybe 2. But
Hey, my high school had 4 floors.
did it?
You know, we had the first floor, which was where the first floor, like where most like the gym and the tech hall and all that was. Second floor was where all usually where all the math and and all the like business stuff was. Third floor was for all the English, and then fourth floor we had a pool and a tennis court.
Why was that on the
I'm
fourth
lying on
floor?
that fourth floor, by the way.
I was about to say, like, why the fuck would they have a pool on the fourth floor? That sounds like an extreme safety hazard.
That's always the joke, is that during orientation you tell the 8th graders on the fourth floor you need to actually have the key, and you need to have a key to the, you need to have a pass card to get on the elevators to find it.
Oh.
It's surprising how many of them believe it. That is a fourth floor only accessible by the elevator. That's meant to be for use by the disabled people.
Oh. The biggest school I ever went to was my fucking elementary school, and it only has 2 floors. And the second floor is like 4 classrooms that have nothing in them. Like, if you got a classroom on the second floor, or if you had a class on the second floor, it was basically the school saying, hey, go fail. Because it was just like empty rooms, no like decorations or anything, and they had like maybe 15, 20 desks, and it was like being in fucking prison. Naturally, I spent 3 grades there. Also, I almost got expelled from fucking elementary school because I picked so many fights. And by picked so many fights, I mean I retaliated so many times, but the teacher only turns around then. You know.
Anyways, back on your question about schools, I'm going to assume in Japan they build tall instead of wide. Whereas here in America, it's like we look here in North America, we look at it and it's like, why would I build the supports to make the school go upwards when I can just build sideways and have the ground do the whole support thing for me?
And have every
Whereas in Japan, it's like there's no room. We're squeezing people into the air. Go up.
And
up, I say. Also some vague thing about hierarchy and older people being better than younger people.
At what? Climbing stairs?
Well, no, because they're older, so they're higher. It's a
no,
it's
usually the
thing.
teenagers who are the highest at a high school.
No, you see, it's like the first years are younger than the second years, so the second years are above them, quite literally. It's like, it's obviously systemic oppression.
So, basically, the older you are, the higher you are on the hierarchy, and the more likely it is an earthquake's gonna kill you.
Yeah, the more you have to be scared of gravity.
Fantastic. I think I'm gonna stay a first year forever. Less chance of Mother Nature getting pissed at me then. You know, man grew proud and all that. Anyway. But this building only has 3 floors. The thing about... Oh, it only has 3. Never mind. That's normal. The only thing above me is the roof, right? School is over. The door to the roof should be locked by now, but I can still hear the crying. So there's no way it could be coming from there. But if the door is locked, that means the way up is just a dead end. I can't walk up there to check and claim I happened to walk by. Before I can think it through, my curiosity has me turning around and heading back up the stairs. Honestly, I gotta say, even if I thought it could lead to, like, the most interesting fucking discovery of my life, if I was about to just leave class and someone was crying on the roof...
Supernatural freaky shit started happening?
No, like, anything started happening upstairs, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not climbing up the stairs to fucking see that shit.
My day's over.
Yeah. I've been climbing up and down these fucking steps all day. I'm just gonna go down and home. Good luck with your mystical dragon or whatever.
Been climbing up and down them all day, and then if you had a gym class, they made you run up and down them because they figured that worked.
Dude, those fucking days where we were climbing on the stairs, my heart fucking exploded.
My heart was fine. Now my leg bones and my leg muscles afterwards, no, they hated me.
No, my leg muscles were fine, because I'm a fat guy, so my legs have, like, shit tons of muscle built up from carrying me.
There was also the time we had to do that for my biology class, and then we had to hold our breaths for an experiment. To see how cardio would affect your respiration rate.
Oh, I thought it would be an experiment to see
it was pretty much run from the first floor up to the third floor and run back down. Do that twice, then plug your nose and hold your breath and wait until you suffocate.
Didn't they have the whole thing after this fucking Stanford prison experiment about ethics and science?
Yeah, but that one, but the Stanford prison thing was, that was a lot different because that was giving people the rights to
yeah,
abuse each other, and they.
But I mean, it's the same thing in like theory, I guess. It's just purposefully putting them in situations where someone's gonna get fucking hurt. In one case, someone else inflicting it. In another case, purposefully inflicting suffocation. Whatever.
Suffocation was kind of a joke. It was pretty much just hold it until you can't hold it anymore, and then let go.
You know, there's always got to be one fucking overachiever though who ends up passed out.
Which
on the
involved
fucking
many
floor.
people inflating like balloons and holding
Amazing.
it for maybe 10 seconds.
It feels like I'm climbing up 10 stories. Yeah, about the first story's when I quit. Is she crying on the third step? Well, sure, I'll climb up to see her, but nah, not feeling going farther than that. I take the last step and turn towards the source of the crying. In front of me is a girl wearing the school's uniform. She's lying against the door to the roof, sobbing. The girl hears me walking towards her and starts shivering as she turns her head towards me. Nothing up to this point has been too out of the ordinary, at least until I saw her face.
Oh, you called this.
Yeah. 100% fucking called it. Also, that's a lot of bandages. Also...
You called it.
Also, this is a left eye. Also, what the fuck is up with this scene? How is it that anybody at the school could not hear about the fucking Cyclops girl? Like, come on.
How did the Cyclops girl get here without being spotted?
I don't know. I mean, I guess she's really good at seeing people coming. She's got like the Eye of Sauron thing going on here. Maybe she's all-seeing. I mean, her pupil is really fucking huge. The girl stares at me with her single eye, face sopping wet from crying. She still have 2 tear ducts?
She does.
Like, you think single eye, especially with it being a left eye, like do it up with 1 tear duct and you'd just be crying from this side. Only like 1/2 of your face will be wet from crying, and like, what'd you cry out of one? Uh-oh. It's really hard to make jokes because you always offend her. God damn. Man, if she went on fucking Tumblr, she'd be a celebrity.
For like 2 seconds, and then she'd be a martyr once the government came to experiment on her.
I think that a doctor would experiment on her and be like, oh, it's just a little girl, except she has 1 giant fucking eye. Huh.
Well, the more I look at this, the more it freaks me out.
Yeah, so let's get through this. By her wide open eye, tell the way she's looking at me, she's terrified. She's not the only one, though. Oh god, she's gonna kill me with her laser vision. Without really understanding what I'm looking at, I stare at her, unmoving, and she does the same. She's wearing our school's uniform, but is she really a student here? Oh god! This is not better.
This is not better, this is not good, I'm scared.
Fucking run, dude. No matter how many times I blink, a second eye doesn't suddenly grow on her face. It would be an interesting power.
Yeah, but like knowing how this goes, if a second eye did grow on her face, it'd be like growing a stalk.
I just had a fucked up thought. What if her pupil's big enough to fuck?
Oh no. My brain is rejecting all. No.
Like, I mean, I'm sure that the parts of the eye can regrow,
no.
Would there be any feeling there? It would just be kind of like jelly.
Quiet, dude. My suppression systems can only go so far.
Use her eye goo as lube. That was the most interesting sentence I said today. Huh.
Mental repression systems.
Anyway.
Holding steady.
faced with this girl who looks like she belongs in a fairy tale, I begin to panic. Strangely, though, I'm able to keep my fright from showing. The situation is so unreal, I guess my brain just refuses to fully acknowledge it. I heard crying and came to see what was going on. Are you alright? The longer the silence drags on, the harder it becomes to break it. I try to come up with something, anything, to say to force myself out of the stupor, but my mind's completely blank. At this point, anything is better than silence. Oh god! Oh god, she got mad. Seems her mind is just as blank as mine. I work my mouth soundlessly a few times before finally spewing out the first thing that comes to mind. You have a giant eye! Do you need something to wipe your half of a face? Your uniform is black, so I can't tell what's before crying into it. She doesn't have a handkerchief or anything, though. She has an ascot, though, so I produced my own handkerchief from my pocket and moved to offer it to her. Wow, what a fucking dandy carries around a fucking handkerchief.
Dude, this is your dream. Posh British accents.
Oh my god, this probably is. Like a fucking posh British douchebag.
Think about it. There's already an Aussie.
Oh fuck. And fucking Tomo is pretty much Swiss. He has the right attitude. I approach the girl sitting at the top of the stairs and give her the handkerchief, and once again she starts shivering in fear. She's looking at me like I'm some kind of monster. Pfft, pot calling the kettle black. Am I really that scary? Isn't she the monster here? Hey, you ever played this game called Monster Girl Quest? I feel like you would be at home. Thank you. Oh my god, did her eye get bigger? I hold the handkerchief out stiffly for several seconds. Then cautiously, oh so cautiously, she takes the handkerchief and wipes her face. Those are the first words she's spoken so far, but her trembling voice is so quiet that I almost don't hear her. I only transferred to this school 2 months ago. I don't think I've seen you around. This is definitely the first time we've met, of course. I'm sure that if I had seen her before, her face would have been burned into my mind. There's no way I could forget what I'm seeing now. You know, I think with human eyes being the size they are, having a visible eye this big would mean that her entire skull is just held up by one eyeball. Like, you wouldn't think there would be room for the brain or any of the workings of the mouth or anything like that. And I mean, she does.
No, her brain is directly jacked into her eye.
Oh, that must be what the bandages are for. She just had that surgery. Should I ask her to give my handkerchief back? No. Like, if someone uses your handkerchief, dude, just let them keep it. It's disgusting. You don't want people's, like, phlegm and shit in your pocket. I don't understand people who do that. The handkerchief's not that fucking important. Just go get a box of tissues. Shove them up your ass and be like, hey, oh, I see you're crying. You want a tissue?
Well, that's being a logical killjoy. Good job, Zader.
Where's the logic in that?
Well, the logic is you don't need your hanky back.
You want one of my anal tissues? I'm a logical creature. We must be in different classes since I haven't seen you around before. What grade in class are you in? I'm in class 2 too. Class 1, 2. She actually gave me a proper response this time. She really is a student here, I guess. Not a monster or something. No, that's me. Suddenly it hits me that I've been sharing the same school, and hell, the same world, with this person all this time. Oh, 1 year lower than? Yeah. Conversation grinds to a halt again. I can't think of anything else to say. Actually, that's not true. I have a mountain of things I want to ask her, and several puns I've been working on ever since I saw this girl. I'm not the only one that does that, right? Whenever I see someone, I immediately start just crafting offensive shit.
Ways to insult them.
Yeah, just I want to make this person laugh at themselves, but I don't know anything about them. Focus on appearance.
You see, I don't do that. I just throw the insults as they come.
Ha! See, I get it. Time passes, I hurriedly try to think of something to say to fill the silence. What can I say? My mind is totally blank. Right now, you can tell. There's nothing going on in my mind by this thought bubble. Every heartbeat seems louder than the last. I think you have cardiac problems. And the panic I thought had subsided wells up inside my mind again.
It's either you're the Grinch and you're growing a heart.
Oh god. The fucking ending of the Grinch bothered me ever since I was a child. Just like, when I was really young, I watched like Dr. G and fucking late night cop shows with my mother, and it's like, one of the organs is bloated. That must be how they died. And I see, and the Grinch's heart grew 3 times. Next week on Dr. G, medical examiner. A man whose heart grew 3 times his normal size. Finding the answer may shock you.
Then again, you know, things.
Yeah.
I don't know, the Grinch, like, I think the Grinch is just like mostly space in there. It's like his body's a vacuum. If we were to cut him open, you might actually die from the pressurization change.
Actually, yeah, that might explain why his fucking heart was so small to begin with, and also why his insides were just blue.
Also, you need to remember, this is like Western animation. This is the same universe where we have Fairly Odd Parents, where Vicky literally has a black hole for a heart.
Now that was fucking cool, okay? Like, there's a difference. The Grinch, his heart should have exploded, or at least, like, fallen apart by how big it got, without, like, it just scaled up. It didn't, like, properly expand and thicken or anything
Broke
like that.
the meter.
Vicky, on the other hand, dude, having a fucking black hole is hard the greatest fucking thing. The amount of fucking energy that a black hole puts out. Maybe she doesn't work on blood at all.
The amount of energy a black hole puts out is 0, because the energy can't escape.
Exactly. But what if her body has found a way to harvest the energy from a black hole?
Well, then I don't know.
Then we have Vicky.
Anyways, continuing on.
Yeah, before we start getting into pseudoscience. You're the one who actually cares about science. I'm the one that just cares about making the story make sense. It seems like the girl didn't follow me or even call after me. You didn't give her
You expecting that to happen?
Yeah, I thought maybe she would like run after me and be like, "Wait, Ma-kun, take me home with you. Show me your beanie babies." She's probably still sitting on the top of the steps in that desolate stairway. A cool wind is blowing as I walk home, and I gradually regain my composure. My heart is still racing, though. I think I'm gonna feel uneasy about what just happened for a long time. I was really surprised. Maybe I still don't fully understand what I saw. I'll have to think about it some more. I don't really get what there is to think about. It's a fucking girl with one eye.
Yeah.
Like, was I afraid of her? No, there's something scary about some girl, even if she is. Honestly, I can't shake the thought that she might become some kind of monster, and that just fucking turns me on. I was definitely scared out of my wits at first, but I think if she wanted to hurt me, she would have done it. I think she's like a fucking 13-year-old girl. She doesn't have freaky monster muscles. She's just, like, thin. Like, she's smaller than Tsukemi Akemi. Or Tsunami Akemi, or whatever the fuck her name was. But if that's the case, why do I still feel uneasy? Is my mind just unable to accept that she only has one eye? No, that's not it. It's like I was avoiding staring at her. It's not like I was avoiding staring at her or anything. Actually, I don't think I could have looked away even if I wanted to. Whatever, it's not worth dwelling on. Really? A fucking modern medical marvel is sitting in the classroom and it's not worth dwelling on?
No, just ignore it.
Dude, I would have like looked up the number for fucking anyone, any like medical professional, and been like, dude, you're not gonna fucking believe this. Okay, so I was at school the other day, like after class, I went up the stairway for some reason, and there was this girl crying. And he's like, "Oh, I mean, of course, girls cry. That's not something special." No, dude, she had one fucking eye. Maybe she lost. No. one giant fucking eye. Like,
I mean, like, Cyclops here.
half of her fucking face was just an eye.
2 tear ducts.
With 2 tear ducts. It was a left eye. I could tell. Just one giant left eye taking up her face. It was, like, amazing. You gotta look into that shit.
Also, it was kind of terrifying.
And I'm fucking rock hard right now. Yeah, you ever get that? The fear boner? Just, oh god, scary thing, penis, why? Yeah, I think it's a reasonable conclusion. At any rate, I think it's safe to say anyone who saw her face wouldn't forget it anytime soon. As I'm thinking this over, I finally arrive at the familiar entryway to my house, and she was already there.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, wow, your house is a fucking death trap. I have literally seen horror movies with this exact setup. Mom.
The color there is applied so lazily.
We want our child to grow up to be as dull and pompous as possible, so we chose fucking pea green as the wallpaper, and then we had someone smear the paint on our ceiling. You're a little late, aren't you? What were you doing? Oh, talking to a Cyclops. You won't fucking believe it. Dots. Later that night, I let out deep sighs. I'm lying on my futon, unable to sleep. Probably because you're trying to sleep on a futon. I slept on a futon before. They're fucking uncomfortable. For some reason, I couldn't tell my mom about the one-eyed girl. Let's reevaluate that sentence.
So I wasn't quite sure. I couldn't bring myself to tell my mother. I just had a close encounter with the supernatural. I wasn't quite sure what to think of it, or my boner.
Yeah. It's like, how do you even broach that subject? Like, Mom, you wonder why have you started to wonder why the table has a slight tilt today? Well, I saw this girl at my school, and she had one fucking eye. Like, it wasn't a traumatic event or anything, but I almost feel guilty. I should have crushed that when I had the chance. At any rate, I can't stop thinking about her face. What face, dude? It's all eye.
That's the point.
Can't help but think of her lack of face. I know that if I don't fall asleep soon, I'm gonna have to rush to school tomorrow. Try to forget about everything that happened today, but I just can't keep my eyes closed. She looked like she wanted to say something back there, but I panicked and ran away. I kind of regret not staying now. I roll over in my futon several times, but eventually I end up falling on the floor. I'm going to try and find that girl again. Well, she's not going to be hard to spot. I feel like I should at least...
All you really have to do is open your eye.
Oh man, all we need's a Buddhist and we'll have the fucking one eye, two eye, three eye. Or is that Hindu? I think it's both, actually. Never mind.
I don't know.